Right, both out. Hopefully IT's working. So first time out of Andy. Does a lot of mileage. Previous IM shouldn't be a real problem to me. So we're off now towards, or through Telford, past the hospital, up to the M54, right along the M54 until we get to Wellington, and then turn off and take the smaller roads in towards Shrewsbury. That's the plan. So doing a nice speed, 60 mile an hour. We got up to speed nice and briskly, which is good. Good position on the road. Car transport was getting on a bit. I didn't think they'd go that fast, but there you go, they do. So get a nice position, left hand side of the road to get a view around the corner, back across to the right, which is good. So we need to be going straight across at this roundabout. There's a 40 mile an hour limit coming up. Please use alternative routes. E442 to One Bridge is closed, so that's not a problem to us. So we're down to the speed. I'm guessing probably either of these lanes go straight over. Good, nice shoulder check indication. Very nicely done. Again, we're in a 40 limit. We're just doing just about 40. 42, 43, but that's probably about 38 in real time. Okay, so coming up to another roundabout. Got the traffic lights on this one for pedestrians. I imagine they will be back to green by the time we get there. Traffic slowing, so we'll slow down just to give lights a chance to change. There we go. So a nice slow pace, so it gives the cars ahead a chance to remove themselves from our pathway. So again, we need to be going straight across on this one. There's VW go. I'm going to be chopping up in front of him. Get past him in a minute or two. So still ahead, just doing the speed limit now. That's good. Squat past the VW. I'm back with you. Not a problem, I could see what you were doing. One thing I don't like doing is I try to avoid annoying other motorists, motorcyclists. You know, for the sake of waiting a few seconds, I'd just hang back, let them do what they want to do, and then I'll sort myself out afterwards. We'll get another roundabout, down to the 30 limit now. Got one of ours. Like Baker. Not so much one of ours as one of yours. Although we do have a lot of them, our members are blood bikers. Many of them come join us to go through the test because they feel it's a better one to have than the IM. Got no personal preference. I've never done the IM test, so I don't really know. I suppose the only thing against the IM test is the fact that you don't have to retake it. Right, nicely stopped there, stopping on your rear brake, balancing yourself on the right. Not a hard and fast rule. It's better to stop on your back brake, it makes the bike more stable. It's all clear around there, nothing coming. Across to the right, we're going to do a right on this next roundabout and follow the M54 for a short way. Noticing very good observations, good shoulder checks, everything I expect to see, very good. Right, so we're indicating, let people know where we're going. Looking to the right. I sometimes miss things that my associates are doing because I also have to do my observations, so I was trying to sort of leave my observations as late as I can to make sure that associates are doing theirs. It's sometimes a bit tricky. Shoulder check, looking down the motorway to see what's about. Checking in the roof, making sure it's alright. Done the shoulder check. Good, nicely up to speed. Flowed nicely into the motorway, the traffic, very good. Behind us, the car just overtaking that lorry that we just overtook the way back. So, don't have any issues behind us at the moment. Concentrate on what's ahead of us. So our turning is just up here, half a mile ahead. Slowing down nicely, no point in overtaking anything for this late stage. It's 300 yards, I'm not sure where the yards are on metres these days, so I'll have to get the tape measure out and try it one of these days. Working in miles, I guess there will be yards rather than metres, otherwise we'd be driving in or using kilometres. Enough of my waffling. Right, so we're doing a right turn at the end. Cars waiting, good indication there. Nicely managed, nothing coming from your right, nothing coming from your left. Yeah, and left here. Plenty of shoulder checks, good shoulders, plenty of mirror checks, good shoulder checks. Okay, good. Well, nice and brisk and up to speed is what I like. Examiners like it as well. Don't expect you to be lifting the front wheel, but it's good to see that you get up to speed briskly. You're still pinching a few miles an hour now. On my speedo showing 65, 66. Test purposes, you need to be very careful about your speed. Depends who you have as an examiner. If you have Martin, he does like a bit of speed. He does a lot of track days. Got a special bike or two that he uses for that. So he does appreciate speed. When I did on my first test, I followed him back over about 100. But obviously for test purposes, you need to just keep your mind on your speed. Okay, so we've got things coming. We've got bend with a junction on it. Picture of old people. I don't know what my photograph's doing up there, but there you go. More left-handers. No chevrons, so it's not going to be a particularly sharp bend. But any junctions or bends and so on are particularly tight or dangerous, then there'll be lots of paintwork and signage. So at T-junction, lots of things think they can get out in front of us. Nothing coming now. So good observations, shoulder checks and such like before you overtook that vehicle. Following position. Good point maybe to talk about following position, overtake position, just in case you're not familiar. I'm sure you are, but I'll go through it anyway. Two positions. Where you are following that lorry, I would have called that the overtake position, because you're there poised, ready to go, and you're in a safe position, so that if the lorry did suddenly stop, you'd be able to get around the side of it. If for any reason the overtake didn't come off, then you would drop back a little bit to the following position, which just gives you an extra safety margin. So it'll still be in the same kind of position on the road, but just a bit further back from the vehicle in front. Once you think there might be another overtake opportunity coming up, then just edge forward towards the vehicle. If it's ready to go, then carry on with the overtake. The situation there with just that one lorry and quite a big long open road in front of it wasn't a good opportunity to see whether or not that is what you do. Okay, so we're coming up towards Atcham now, at Crossroads. No, actually we're nowhere near Atcham yet. Crossroads all clear. Good position in the middle of the road, or towards the centre of the road for a crossroads, gives you opportunity to see what's on the junction. It also gives those that are on the junction waiting to come out opportunity to see you. If you're tucked into the curb, then anyone coming out from your near side is going to struggle to see you. surely not a red light. Odd place to be keeping set of traffic lights. There you go. Okay, so now we're coming up to Atcham. So that's Attingham Park on our right. It's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit sign ahead of us. So we'll be slowing down, aiming to get to 40 mile an hour when we cross over the line. Which we did. Probably a good idea to just show a bit of brake light. I could be a half-wit car driver following you, having a row with the missus or listening to Popmaster, not realise you're slowing down even though you should be, and maybe just a bit of a brake light would bring my attention to the fact that you are slowing down. But always remember, if you do brake, yeah, there is something behind you. And now your argument is going to be that I don't exist, so therefore you don't need to show a brake light. Not a problem. If you do slow down, if there's traffic on the road, you use brakes just to get yourself down to the appropriate speed limit. Just make sure that you're off the brakes when you go across the speed limit sign. Yeah, still your road position is good. Nicely up towards the white line, a good view around the corner. So, and back towards the centre of the road, give yourself adequate clearance from the curb to the oncoming traffic. Farm entrance a couple of hundred yards up ahead. Nothing on the floor to evidence that there's going to be too much coming out of it. Into the Salop Caravan car park, have a little natter. Nothing much to natter about, to be honest. I'll keep very quiet here. I'm forgetting to do audio. Yes, again, good. Managed the exit from the car park very well. We both managed to get out before the car. Up onto the roundabout, it was good. Got yourself in the right lane, or the correct lane, should I say. Sometimes it's nice if you can sort of monitor your speed to manage traffic lights and other situations. Not always possible though. Some of these lights are incredibly long and you'd be falling off the bike, so which ain't a good idea. So again, it's good. So we're down to 60 limit now instead of 70. So doing about 60, we had a little chat about the speed, just be careful of it. Troubles with bikes, I'm riding along at, in 6th gear, 3,500 revs, and if you're at a bump or a pothole or run over a matchstick, you're taking it up to 70 nearly. It's my excuse. It's always worked in the past. So we did lucky with the rain. It was quite dreadful this morning. Tipping down with rain. Horrible, dark, dank. But, really nice now. Okay, so traffic's doing a nice steady 40 mile an hour. Can't overtake because we've got double solids. And we're getting into the right hand lane on this one. Not much point in doing a shoulder check, although somebody could have been bouncing over the white line, so it's good to check, I guess. The car there, not quite sure where he wanted to go. Excellent, well done, nicely managed. Managed to control your speed really nicely there to avoid stopping. So still in a 40 on this little bit. A few junctions, it gets itself up to 50 in a while. Pothole in the road there, trying to avoid that. Okay, so up to 50, quite a few bits and pieces, rugby clubs and all sorts. Oh, we're on a bend, so I'll hang back a little bit. Let's come across here, have a little look, see, get an earlier view up the road. Car coming on the straight now, so I can see plenty. Car hurrying behind me. So I'm slowing down nicely, give that vehicle a chance to escape. Clearly can't make his mind up which car park he wants. Going in the big boys car park. Just doing just about 50 to 53. Not too terribly worried about that when I'm with you. So de-restricted. Pretty sure I saw a shoulder check before we got to the de-restricted signs, national speed limit signs. So I've got crossroads here, which is a bit notorious. One of my friends was killed here some years ago on his motorbike. So again, good position. Position yourself towards the centre. No, God, I can't say it, teeth not working. Best visibility. Nice positioning. There's got to be mindful that something could be exiting a driveway or builder's yard or whatever on a left-hand bend. So just sometimes it's worth creeping out to the middle of the road just in case. Not so, but if you can see down the drive, not such a problem. But if it's a fairly blind drive, then somebody might need to stick a bonnet of a car out before they can see you. So don't always go to the left. Never position, never sacrifice safety for position. So this is Roden, 30 mile an hour speed limit. Do have cameras down here occasionally. Usually just around the corner past park timber. They kind of loiter along here somewhere, the police vans, well, safety partnerships. So I can see the national speed limit ahead. I'm looking for sort of mirror checks before we get there. Quick shoulder check. So then up to speed. Nice bit of cornering, good lines around the bend. Going to 30, doing about 26, which is good. Quite a few potholes, lumps and bumps in this road. I know it's not particularly notorious for pedestrians, this little quiet village, but if you don't know it, then obviously you have to take all precautions. So T-junction ahead, we need to be turning right. Okay. You're out. This is High Arkle. Just get around the corner, I can see the national speed limit signs. About to take a shortcut there, I believe. Probably could get there that way, but I wouldn't like to say how. And another thing that does crop up occasionally on tests is scanning. We haven't really had that many opportunities to observe scanning, but if you go to a crossroads, it's good to show that you're looking left and right, just to see whether there's anything heading down towards the road that you're on from either side of you. Yeah, your positioning is good on a crossroad. You tend to go towards the centre of the road, which is ideally, really the best place to be. But just for the examiner's point of view, just make it a bit obvious that you're looking left and right, see if you can spot anything coming. It might be something we pick up at some point. Man, let's go. So 40 limit along here. Okay, we're nearly back to the cafe. Now it's just a fairly short one, but it's been a real good mix of roads. I'm very impressed. Everything I expected you've done. Positioning was good. Speeds is just a little bit higher, but that's something you can work on for the test. Observations are very clear. Signals are good. You're sort of doing it when we need to. So yes, overall I'm very impressed. It's good ride.